when should an employee decide it's time for me to go to HR? Because now it's become what employees like to say, they're bullying me, they're harassing me, now the environment becomes, again, toxic. And now it's our responsibility as an organization to improve that environment. So when should employees make it in their mind to say, I've done everything I can do to make this relationship work, but the leadership is not budging?
This is a delicate topic, and I encourage people to approach it with caution. I'm going to share my perspective on why, and then go into answering your question.
Yeah.
If you think the leader is toxic and you go to HR, you are immediately raising awareness of yourself, of this toxic leader, and you're putting yourself on HR's radar. It is important that you have enough self-awareness and have spent enough time looking in the mirror, asking, what am I doing to contribute to this situation? Because if you go to HR and then HR does their investigation and they come to the conclusion that you are the problem, not a good situation. So there's some steps that I encourage people to take before they go put themselves on HR's radar. So that's number one. I think that when the time is right for you to go to HR is when you have done everything that I just talked about and asking yourself, what am I doing to contribute to this situation? And you are comfortable and have documented, I, Sean, have encountered these types of behaviors from Jason. He's blunt. He curses at me in meetings. He yells at other members of the team. Have your documentation on specific examples of what has occurred, because HR is going to need them anyways. If you come to the conversation prepared, everything is going to go a lot smoother. You also need to approach HR from a place of, I'm really trying to figure this out. I'm really trying to help get things in a better place. Do you have any guidance for me? You cannot approach HR with the mindset of, oh, Jason's being a problem. He's toxic. Y'all need to fix it.
Right.
You need to approach them with, here are the things that I've documented. Here are the things that I've tried doing. Can you help guide me?
Documentation is key, man. It's key.
Documentation is key.
Yep.
And then whenever you take that approach, you mitigate the risk of HR immediately question, well, is Sean being the problem child, or is Jason the problem? Because you're coming in with all of your documentation and you're approaching the conversation in a way of genuinely trying to help. You are genuinely expressing concern, and you are trying to lead and figure it out. But we have these challenges over here with Jason that we in the organization have to figure out. The timing of that is really going to be contingent upon when you feel it in your heart that I have done absolutely everything in my power to make this work. Only then do I encourage people to go to HR. It is far too easy for us to just say, oh, he's toxic, I'm going to toss this over to HR, without actually stepping up and trying to lead and trying to resolve the problem. But I can assure you, if you go into business and leadership and teams and culture with this mindset of, I'm going to solve all the problems at the lowest level first, you will build a brand and reputation for yourself of being a strong leader. And yes, it will take some time. That's just more time in the seat for you to continue to practice and get better. But that is the type of brand and reputation you want in your organization.
Yeah. Well, look, man, when I had that issue, I was in HR. So guess what? I couldn't go to HR. because I was HR, and the thing about it, people don't realize, as HR professionals, and you've been an HR executive leader, we have issues too. We're human, right? We deal with the same problems that team members deal with on a day-to-day basis. We see some of the same things, and the bigger the organization is, they may have HR for HR. But if you're working at a smaller organization, they may not have HR for HR.